Things could get a little bit rowdy. I like your slippers.
What's only, what is it? Is it negative 11 right now?
Feels more like negative 16.
That's true.
Where are we going, Randy? Tell them what's going on.
Going to Casa Grande. Did I say that right?
Close enough.
Close enough. What's the memorial race?
It's the Ernie Mincy Memorial.
Ernie Mincy Memorial.
Don't quote me on that.
I think you're right.
2 weekends. What do you gotta be there? Wednesday for Wednesday practice? Thursday, Friday, Saturday full show. And then Thursday, Friday, Saturday next weekend.
Is that way too far in?
That's what she said.
Spoilers too different.
Those tires too.
Yeah, we got stuff.
Animals.
Well, here we go. We're gonna leave this stupid frozen tundra. And there won't be any shenanigans, all right? No yelling on the bus.
We there yet?
Randy, are those Crocs? Are you wearing Crocs?
They are Crocs.
Oh, wow. Is that because your feet hurt for some reason?
Well,
You have high arches, don't you?
do.
Yeah. That's what you get for making fun of my high arches for 5 years.
Well, I finally found an application for these, and it's inside of a toter home. Until I've been in a toter home, I have never had a use for these.
Well, that's a pretty cool application.
They
for
are
Crocs.
handy though.
I thought the Rocky Mountains would be a little rockier than this. Hopefully the weather gets a little bit better by the time we get to Arizona.
Yeah, because I didn't bring my toboggan.
You didn't bring your toboggan?
No.
You went on a race trip and didn't bring your toboggan?
No toboggan.
You fool. There will be none of that. Jeez. Things could get a little bit rowdy on this trip, but I sure hope they don't get sideways semi-truck rowdy. Not in this weather. Although we are all the way up to -2 Fahrenheit. It is a heat wave, yes. It only gets better. Jeez. What exactly do you think happened there? That guy got way down in there. Wow. I'm just out of smart-ass comments now. We're just gonna look at them all, try and embarrass them on camera. We are headed down to Casa Grande, I think is how you say it. I mean, if that's not how you say it, there's gonna be a couple hundred of you that'll let me know in the comments. But we're going down there racing at Central Arizona Raceway. I will not be driving the 6X. Is that my toothbrush? I will not be driving the 6X this week. There's going to be no shenanigans, by the way. Absolutely none. I'll actually be running the 73 late model. I have not run a late model for 6 years. Don Shaw from Shaw Trucking is the guy promoting this race. He gave me a call about a month ago wondering if I'd be willing to go down there and run his late model. Of course I am. And I could have made it easy. I could have just bought an airline ticket and gone down there and raced, but I made it harder on myself, and we got Onyx's car in tow, so we're bringing the 73 Midwest Modified with as well. Onyx will be racing that, so we're going to have 2 cars going there. We're going to have a practice night here. That'll be our first night, and then we're going to have 3 nights of racing. So plenty of shenanigans, plenty of racing. The roads are pretty good right now, but as you can see, this area got hit pretty hard a couple of days ago. Our first stop here is going to be at Round the Bend Steakhouse. For those of you who don't know, TJ's an awesome guy, owns the place just outside of Omaha. You can't go down I-80 west of Omaha without stopping there if you got an appetite at all. So we're going to go there and grab dinner on our way towards Denver tonight. I don't think we're going to get all the way to Denver, but hopefully we get close.
That wasn't my fault.
I thought we took interstate pretty much all the way around the bend.
You can take interstate most of the way. Or you can go past where the interstate turns and you'll end up in town, and then you got to weasel your way back to it.
Oh. Yeah.
There are two different routes.
Okay, makes sense. Seems like a good spot to stop and grab a burgers here? What do they got?
They got everything. What are you gonna eat, Aaron?
I don't know, something warm.
Yeah, something warm. Definitely something warm.
Somebody looking to put some balls in their mouth?
Dig in, Derek. Have some oysters, would you?
What do I want to recommend?
Try them without sauce first. Just tongue them a little bit.
Toss them back and forth.
You don't have to do all that.
Are they? Is there some weight?
Let's call them kettle black.
What do you think?
Tastes like breaded nuts.
Yeah. So, TJ,
Yeah. Yep.
what am I eating here? Explain.
Explain. Well, you're eating a carefully crafted, one-of-a-kind testicle, specially curated from the fields of Nebraska.
It's delicious.
It is. My balls are delicious. Now go ahead and swallow them.
Are these GMO testicles?
No, 100% natural.
Free range?
Yes. Yeah.
What's your favorite dipping sauce?
I always prefer a little cock sauce on my nuts. That's the red one.
This one?
Yep.
I love your cock sauce.
Thank you. Hand squeeze this morning.
Some good ball sauce.
Yes, it is.
Oh, smell pickles.
There's pickles on it? Not in my potatoes.
Below the bun too. They wouldn't even put the lettuce on top of it.
Well, if you get down I-80 west of Omaha, make sure you check out Round the Bend. Unbelievably delicious food. I'm just gonna check our load here. Make sure everything looks good. Nothing's hardly moved. I think this ride's better than pulling it with my pickup. Car looks good. It's a little bit chilly out here. We may be a long way south from where we left, but it's still below zero out here. Big Springs, Colorado. I haven't decided if we're gonna stop for the night or not. The driver doesn't really want to, but I think I got boys in the back that are starting to freeze. We're 16 degrees below zero right now with a pretty good crosswind. And it's a little bit, a little blustery in the back, I guess.
Maybe thought if we fired the generator, the heat might keep up better.
Oh, really?
And it's not terrible back
I would
there.
think a fan is a fan.
I guess, I don't know.
But maybe the inverter doesn't push as much power to it. Maybe the fan will run faster. Good morning from balmy Brush, Colorado. You see that? You see that? -24 Fahrenheit. Too cold to survive. This is ridiculous. So we're gonna head south. According to the forecast, it's supposed to get a fair amount warmer here in the next couple of hours, which would be nice. That wouldn't take a whole lot. -25 now. Well, we pulled over for some showers and some pancakes. Aaron got himself a flapjack and a cigarette.
Yep, mostly a cigarette.
We're gonna keep heading south here in a little bit. Well, first I gotta go in and get my pancakes, but the shower felt good.
Showers are nice.
Yeah, real nice.
They asked me and Luke if we wanted the buddy shower or going to single showers.
You went with the buddy?
We went with the single.
You went with single?
Yeah.
Interesting.
We're not friends like that.
Well, I thought we were a team.
Well, kind of, but not in the shower.
To each their own.
Yeah.
You guys are all bellied up? Heck yeah. That'll do. What are these guys laughing at? What's so funny?
You touched it, you're game.
I don't know what their deal is. I did not realize that Colorado had this much open prairie. Driving Trinidad, Colorado. What a pretty little town this is. Putting in some diesel. We're gonna check the car here. I know things they bounce around a little bit, but I'm pretty sure it's been riding smoother than it did in my pickup, behind my pickup, so we're looking pretty good. rattled over a little bit, huh?
I suck this strap up really tight.
Okay. We're trying.
Let me get out and push.
Might be better. All right, no peeing in the ditches. The bathrooms are still winterized in the rig, so we're just taking a nature walk. Gotta do that once in a while, making sure that the trailer's running good, the tires look good, the brakes and bearings are not smoking. That's all we're doing. Tires look fine on this side?
Yeah, this one's taking a little water.
That'll be all right. They look fine.
I think it's mostly Mountain Dew.
Luke, what are you doing? Quit screwing around. We gotta go.
Wow, we got places to go.
Come on, Randy, let's get out of here. All right, let's get out of here before we're guilty of something. Good morning from Arizona. It is well above 0 degrees.
Yes.
I think it's like 40, I'm guessing. Pretty nice out. Luke does not have a great history with longboarding before big races, so he's gonna have to be careful here. I don't like you on that thing. We need you this week.
I'm here.
Huh?
I'm here.
Yeah, for now, till you take yourself out riding that thing.
Well, that's the way it was meant to be, I guess.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way it was.
How's the coffee?
Good.
It's good?
It's good.
It hits the spot?
It's hitting something.
I like your slippers.
Thank you.
Yeah.
It's just me and my slippers versus the world.
Randy's up. All right, we had an emissions code turn on in this thing yesterday. Didn't seem to affect much, but we did talk to the Volvo tech and they said it could potentially go into limp mode, or it could disappear on its own. I'd be pretty pumped if it disappeared on its own and it wasn't here right now. So the light is still on, but it didn't tell me to... Where am I going here? No faults. So the check engine light's still on, but when you go into the diagnostics, there's no active fault anymore.
Can you clear codes?
I don't think so. Not like you can in the Deere ones where you can clear all the actives, but it doesn't show any actives on anything right now. And it was yesterday all day.
It was active?
It was active, yeah.
Get lucky then.
Right.
It might still be a thing that they have to put on note.
And clear it, yeah. We made it. We are not parked yet. We're filling up with some water in the pits here. It was just way too cold on the way down here to have it not be winterized when we're talking 20, 25 below for half the trip. Neither Onyx or I have ever seen this place. I did a little YouTube research on it. Higher bank than average.
It appears you turn left,
Or right, depending on which way you're going.
but the car goes left.
You hope.
Yeah, you're right.
You hope. I like that there's not a wall directly on it. Wide corners, high bank. Average length straightaway probably, for what we're used to.
It's a pretty good bank through the whole thing.
There really is, yeah. From what I saw, it looks like it's a fairly high speed place. Like it carries a lot of momentum. Doesn't race like a short track. Okay, and action. We made it in the pits. Took some wiggling. We had to back into our spot, but we're in, the car's here. I don't even see any damage. Heck, I could even use a pair of shorts. This is ridiculous how hot it is down here. It must be 60 degrees. Above 0. It's 60 degrees above.
It's like 100 degrees warmer here.
Whew, that's no kidding.
It's spicy.
It's fairly close to that,
It's
actually.
spicy out.
It's spicy.
It's always good. It's always good to get the blowjobs taken care of right away.
We had everything drained in here because of how cold it was coming down here. So everything is empty. But we still don't have much for liquid yet to put in there.
Yeah, it's beer.
It's beyond slushy. What's the special today?
You get hot dogs, brats, or burgers.
Ooh.
Any way you want.
Any
on this?
over easy, medium well.
Well, mostly medium, mostly well. Medium well.
Okay. Well.
I would compare the track to Monty
To Montevideo.
with banking. Or
This is-
Lisbon.
Well, we'll just find out.
Smaller than it looks on YouTube. Way smaller.
It does look smaller here than I thought it was on
It's pretty
YouTube, but
small, I would say, actually.
I think it's gonna race fast with a lot more
Yeah.
momentum.
Just because the corners are wider than like Aberdeen.
We're gonna bleed some brakes on his car. We planned on doing it once we got here. We had a fitting we didn't really like. We didn't do it at the shop because we didn't. Big whoop. We're gonna do it now.
Another one. Same thing as last time.
So 2 pumps and then hold it down.
Yep.
Right. That's when you want the 4 so that it doesn't
Yeah.
whip
so
the back end out. That way you stay straight through the corner and straighter exit.
So if this does go slick, because this track,
Right.
on videos it has.
Then I'm guessing you'll want 4.
Yeah.
But like at least my style, if there's any moisture, I'm starting on 3-wheel.
Well, yeah.
Especially on the start, because if you're dragging the brakes at all on the start, sometimes it'll help you turn when you
Yeah.
get on the throttle. But ultimately, it's just going to be up to you as a driver and how much brake you use and the kind of feel
You
that
want me
you want.
messing with this at all?
I would say, so that's where I would start. That's all the way to the rear. Same thing, if it starts to get slick on you, you can start cranking more front brake in to keep the car straighter.
So turn it that way?
Other way. Yep. So here's the way I think about it. I always think the way these cars are set, I always think about it like a bolt. So righty-tighty, lefty-loosey, but this is in car setup. So righty-tighty, you're gonna make the car tighter. Lefty-loosey is gonna make the car looser. More rear brake frees the car up on entry.
You go, Dave scratched it, so you don't have to.
It's not my fault anymore. You can only suck it in so much. Cody's a little shaver. This is a lot larger cockpit than an MB mod.
It's like a glove.
Until I need to get my feet on the pedals and they're in my chest. So I fit in the seat.
How's that feel, Zach? It's wide open now.
It's wide open there.
Yep.
Probably decent.
Couldn't find
Is
the
it
silver,
still-
but I
is
got
it
black
attached?
and brown.
Yeah, it's attached. It's all hooked up.
So
So
is that probably where it was?
that's right. Yeah, it's right where it was. You can move it.
I'll make that work. So if I can just spin the brake pedal as far forward as it goes, I have to just crack that loose and spin that jam bolt inside there. All right, he's in ready for practice. He hasn't been in the car since early September, so we're looking at 4.5 months. Hopefully he just gets comfortable tonight, gets back in the groove. We do have all new set of shocks on this thing. We got some stuff for him to try if the track starts to slick off. And he's pretty good. He's pretty level-headed driver, so I'm not worried about it at all. That thing we made a few changes to, got me a little bit more comfortable inside the cockpit, adjusted the brakes, adjusted a few things. Why is this light on? As far as setup goes on this, I mean, I have no idea. I'm just gonna have to go wheel it and make some changes from there if I feel like it needs it. And we'll go from there. That's it, really. I'm excited to get back in a late model and feel it out. There he goes. He definitely looked tight, particularly on entry, but I don't know if it's him or the car. He might just be still getting comfortable. If you don't drive these cars in hard enough now, to really get them at attitude, they will be tight, but his looked to be at attitude, so we're gonna check some stagger. He also just doesn't have great tires on. We didn't grind them, they've sat for a few months. They're practice tires. Look at what it was, but it's too slow. The idle's too slow when it's warm.
It was 13 and
It's because my foot was on it. I gotta get rid of half of this seat. I can't drive two-handed because my arm is stuck here. I can't get, I'm driving one-handed and it's really uncomfortable. The car is so much better than me because I can't steer the thing. The seat that was in the car, I fit into it. Everything fits, but when I get out there and try to turn the wheel, it's way too tight on my shoulders. I'm too big at the shoulders for that seat. It's really uncomfortable. I got to drive with one hand in the wrong spot because I can't move my shoulders. So we're gonna throw my seat in it and we're gonna fix that problem. I don't know if I'll get back out again tonight or not, but we're gonna try. Changing a seat sucks. You ready? There's the little guy seat. Here's 2/3 of the big guy seat. Fat guy seat doesn't shimmy in the same way the little guy seat came out. We're gonna fold the roof up and shimmy it in from the top, hopefully. There we go.
Cars behind him were kind of catching him, they were better.
What do you look like?
He's still pushing on the bottom, especially the front tires. He turns them and it's pushing in the corner.
On entry?
Yeah, on entry.
Is he entering too early? Pinching the car?
Possibly, and he's always on the bottom. If you go up a little, it would help, but he likes to run the bottom, so we need to boost for the bottom, I think.
What did it feel like to you?
It felt better. Last time I turned to 59, I turned to 60 this time.
This time?
So
Does it feel too tight on entry?
I stayed in the brown like Derek told me, kept my left rear in it, which that was better, but I guess I haven't been on many rough tracks, but that was probably one of the roughest ones.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He was out with the mods, and so he's turning fast time.
Yeah.
The better ones were pulling away from him. A couple of them were just slightly faster than him.
Well, if there's any traction, they should be pulling away from him on this.
Fair amount faster, yeah.
I got a shock idea for him that really worked in Fergus.
Oh, okay.
It's the pipe layer hibachi? Ooh. You're pretty good at that.
Slapping meat around, yeah, right.
I'm sure plenty of people will be able to tell me exactly what was wrong.
Oh yeah.
It fired right up. I don't know.
4 million experts in Puerto Rico.
The coach?
I have very bad. Oh, my bad. Politically correct all of a sudden.
Well, now I'm not sure what we can leave in and what has to be edited out by our editor.
I mean, it is a bull. It's like we have any rubber dicks in the picture. I mean, it should be all right.
Seems like there should be a lot of beeping in this scene, Luke.
Just dump this over.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe just do the Spanish talking thing.